Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Sylvie, for your very kind introductions. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, this workshop is very interpersonal. I want it to be on a very personal level, so please feel free to ask me questions, let me know, make comments in the middle of my presentation. Okay? Let me ask you a very simple question. Now be honest. How many of you really enjoy giving evaluations at your meetings? Oh, no, let me try that again. One hand. I mean, really, how many of you enjoy giving an evaluation?
I like to, but it's hard to give it proper.
Okay. Not many hands up. Why is that? Why is that?
Afraid to offend.
Afraid to offend. Good answer.
You don't want to be critical.
You don't want to be critical. Okay. Today we're going to talk about evaluation. Let's face it, my friends, from the time that we're born until our last breath, we're evaluated on the face of this earth. We're rated. We're assessed. We're judged. We're evaluated. Use any word you want at home, on the job, with your families. When you do something, there is an evaluation. You are judged. You, in turn, judge other people. As a manager, as a co-worker, as a mom, as a father, right? You judge people. So the idea of judging people on what they do is never ending. Well, in Toastmasters, it's the same. And in Toastmasters, the speaker relies on you, the evaluator. You give a beautiful speech, a wonderful speech. You sit down. Now the evaluator stands up and says, okay, Sylvie, Claudia, this is what you did. And we sit there. Oh, how did I do as a speaker? Now, as an evaluator, your job should be very, very important, and it is. Because the speaker relies on you to give you the feedback that's necessary in order for you to grow. So let's get started. Ralph Smedley, the founder of Toastmasters, has said quite simply, no Toastmasters club is fulfilling its obligation to its members unless it brings the maximum of training in the art of constructive criticism. The art, my friends, of constructive criticism. Right? Not just any criticism. What did you do well? Right? Why did you do that well? And what can you do in order to improve? That's the key. And he said that in 1952. It's important. Evaluations are very important. Now, how long have you many of you have been Toastmasters? How many years?
1 year.
1 year? 3 years? 9 months. So you're new. Okay, that's good. What I'm telling you here today is something I'd like you to digest. Look at it. Understand that your speaking ways are yours. Your mannerisms are yours. So what I tell you, take back. Pick and choose the way you want to evaluate. Why? Because we all have our own individual styles of saying certain things. Okay, let's get right on to it. Why do we have quality evaluations? Number one, it's essential to personal growth and development of the members. We grow when we hear constructive criticism. We grow when we improve on our speaking skills. We grow when we stand up and we know that we've overcome certain things. Now, when I was speaking many years ago, I would stand in this position. And my instructor said, Harry, why are you praying? And I found myself, he says, put your hands by your side. So I put them by my side, and I'd start speaking, and they'd come up again. And I said, well, Fraser, where do the hands go? He says, your hands go beside you. Not up here, beside you. So stop praying. I said, okay. So as I was speaking, I would speak, and I would do this. And he said, Harry, why are you dancing? And I said, I'm not dancing. He says, yes, you are. He says, plant your feet. So I'm going from this to this. I'm going from this to planting my feet. Was it easy? No, but over time, my constructive criticism was that hands go by your side, plant your feet squarely, balance yourself in front of the audience. So we look for evaluations to develop the member. It provides immediate feedback. You give a speech, and of course, you're given an evaluation right after that. And it pinpoints the discrepancies between a person's potential and how they speak. So my potential was I can put my hands by my side, but what I was actually doing is praying. My potential was plant your feet. What I was doing is waltzing back and forth. So that's what we want to do. And that's very, very important in Toastmasters, is that quality evaluations do that. Now, how do we do that? Well, quite simply with what I call the COD effect. And we're going to look at three things today: content, organization, and delivery. And it's very important. The content of the speech, how was the speech organized, and delivery. How did you, as a Toastmaster, deliver that speech? We look at content. Okay? The main argument. Okay? When you hear a speech, look at it. Was it clear? Was the argument clear? Yes or no? It's not that you agreed or disagreed with it, or it's not that the speaker wants you to agree or wants you to disagree. Rather, was the argument clear? The sky is black, and I will tell you why the sky is black. I don't agree, but the speaker's going to tell me why the sky is black. So in other words, I have a clear statement. My taxes are too high, and I will tell you why. There is a clear statement, all right? Was it thought-provoking? Did you really think about the message? Not did you agree. Claudia may completely disagree with me. That's fine. That's fair game. I happen to think that smoking is the best activity in the world. Right? I'll tell you why. Claudia, who's against smoking, she might say, well, you know what, Harry? I don't agree with you, but by golly, your idea was thought-provoking. It made me think. And my friends, as a speaker, that's all you can do. Right? Make the audience think about your argument. Is it thought-provoking? Did you really put thought into what you want to say? Did the speaker establish credibility? Now, how do you establish credibility? How do you do that? By believing in your message. Right? By doing your homework. Right? That's key. Did you gain new knowledge? Something that you didn't have before. Ralph Smedley said that a Toastmasters meeting is an education. You should walk out of that door with more than when you came in. Did you gain new knowledge from the speech? Yes or no? Were the facts well illustrated? Again, not if you agree or disagree. Did I do my homework? Did I present something that is factual? Or was it completely off the wall? Were my terms defined? Did I tell you exactly what I'm going to do in the speech? Did I define my terms? Did I use very technical language that just went right above your head and I lost the audience? So these are things in the content that you might want to look at. Okay, let's move on. We have organization. Introduction, body, and conclusion of a speech. Was it evident? Did the speaker have an introduction? Did the speaker say, this is what I plan on doing in my introduction? I am against high taxes, and I'll tell you why. Thank you very much. That's my introduction. I don't have to say anything else. There is too much violence in hockey, and I'll tell you why. One sentence. That's your introduction. But if it's not clear, then I've lost you as an audience. If I say, well, you know, there is violence in hockey, and I don't mind seeing a good fight, but I think it's too rough. But this way they always played, and I don't think we're ever going to end violence. And have I told you anything? No, I'm rambling. Make a statement in the introduction. Right? The body should reflect exactly what I'm saying. So when I say in my introduction, I'm against violence in hockey, and I'm going to pinpoint 3 areas of my argument. You as an audience should be listening for my 3 areas. Where in the body? How am I proving my point to you? That, my friends, is organization. Is your speech organized?